Morning doves, noon crows, and night owls. Hello to all of you. I am to be welcome, and so are you. This is part 8 of the world tour, and we are just coming off from where we left off, but there were a couple things that I forgot to show, which I will be doing here. And we will do that right now, real quick. And that's before we move to this next section of my world. Let's get to it. This world, I remember going through this city, I was in a flat platform world that I had for my Roblox before I even built anything, and I just played with the insert tool, and I spawned this city, and I spawned it, I grabbed a jetpack, flew around it with some epic music in the background. Yes, I remember that. Just a feeling, just an old feeling. Here we appear to have an ambush for somebody who more than likely betrayed his group, and now he is being taken for his actions. Yep. And I'm sure some of you want to hear this again. This old feeling. Massacre City. The chaos that never ends. It's interesting, the concept of this world. We look at everything around here, everything looks to be frozen in place, but from the last area we were at in the world, you could see a bird flying. So it's like we are frozen in time, but we are not really frozen in time because there is something still moving. It's a very weird feeling. It's a perpetual state of time slowing down in parts of a world. In parts of a world you don't even you can't grasp. Here we are. I believe it's around here. Yes, it is. There it is. There's the section that I wanted to display for you guys. A zombie that has been left to die. Leaning on this wall. You can imagine this zombie has a little bit of some human side left to him still, but it's too late for him. Alright, now we will explore further. Those are just a few, those are the couple things that I missed. There's a lot in this world. I tried to really add as much detail as I can. That's why it's important. And even as this world is not playable anymore, it's still worth showing to the next viewers of a different era of this world of Roblox, just to get an idea of what it was like. I like doing that. I like capturing what it was like. I'm good at that. I'm very good at that, and not just Roblox, but a lot in my life in general. Got King Kong over there. Yeah, nightfall has arrived. Here's a little cinematic view of the world. Taking it all in. Yep. Ah, Crime City. Massacre City. The place that is always... I remember when I was little, I really enjoyed destruction. World destruction, just for the sake of explosions. Thought they were really cool. No malice behind it, just chemical reaction. Looked really cool. Frame rates are dropping again. Look, it's not... I'm trying to move my mouse. It's... Okay, there we go. Still lagging. It's really processing this world for how humongous it is. How gigantic everything in this world is. Feel free to play some music just to take in this whole effect of this world. The city is full of things. Sad music would go very well with this. The nasty side of this city, just garbage and litter. Here we are. Right back to where we started. It seems the building has finally died down from burning things. Now we are back to where we want to get ready to continue. Let's go. Here's a modern Roblox car that is not bad. It's one of the best I've ever discovered. So this does not have a slowing down. Once you hit that forward button, it just stays in the speed you want it at. This is cool. Nighttime driving like this. In this world, in this long stretched out road. Taking the scenery, taking everything. Oh yeah. Huge world. It's a huge world. And it disappears. The city disappears. Now you're in a different part of this world, in my world. It's like you're traveling through thoughts. Just like my road to work or any previous job or anything. I have a road to thoughts that I've discovered over the course of traveling. It's very much like this, just one straight long road, but you see different things every time. Every certain mile you reach. It's really cool. And the frame rates are dropping. Lovely. Rendering distance. Thank you so much. Nope, can't see anything behind inside. So we're gonna have to do a third person on this one. Once again, I'm just doing my living. Trying to live. Right, now this is a completely different concept from everything else that you've already seen before, but it's not too different. Most everything here I've actually added in my recenter entries, expositions of this world. I decided to do a little different, making take a different tone from the gore and the the nasty side and the original bit of nostalgia that you had. Now you're basically feeling a little bit of some isolation. A quiet isolation that is uncertain, ambiguous. It puts you into a wonder state of what's to lie ahead. That's the intention. And we are also getting close to where I mentioned about when I was doing my part 2 video tour of this world, of a mansion. And here we are. There's the mansion that is part of a classic older Roblox era. This mansion was applied so many times in a lot of Roblox World servers as a horror themed place for people to play mini games and have enemies, have people play as horror characters, turn into horror characters and try to take out a lot of players in a game until they win. That's how they win. They have to take out everyone. And there was also background horror music that would play. Yep. Here we go. Front entrance in, and now we're gonna go right. Just a little family room, living room. Not much to add there. And a fireplace inside. Left side, let's take a look here. Dining room. People, family, big family. They can eat here. Another small living room with a little porch outside, side porch. Quite the incredible little treat here. This looks like a basement towards... This looks like it's leading to the basement. We'll get to that. This must be this is a staircase doorway to the back door. And it looks like we've got ourselves a little shed. Another small little basement. It looks like an oil room, boiler room. Propane. This could just be supports for the stairs, but I'd like to imagine just from the shape and color that these are propane tanks. Gas, water, for whatever to produce for the house. This mansion. This haunted mansion. Even haunted places need little necessities. Now we are going upstairs. Windows. This is the back. I would suppose this is like a balcony. Act like a balcony. It's not a balcony, but it's like one. Top platform. This is a ladder. Let's see. We are up the top of this roof. This is, once again, you could imagine if you were the last remaining survivor of this horror game and you're trying to hide or run away from the enemy, or you want to stay away from the crowd, the majority of people that are getting attacked by this very dangerous player, you could be up here. Or you could have a couple or a few people try to hide up here and evade the danger. Little railing for the stairs to watch your enemy come in or your players. Here's a bedroom with a drawer and a little pumpkin plant. Sets a good theme for this haunted looking mansion. Now we are getting upstairs to the attic. Further upstairs to the attic, where there's nothing here, but you can put in a picture. You can picture what could have been done, what was happening in these areas in the Roblox era of that time. You could imagine you're hiding here with a few of your friends from the enemy that's attacking everyone, and you're just waiting for your doom. And then the enemy comes in, and it's either you that takes it out, or it takes you out in order to survive. That's the gist of this house interior. Now we are heading towards the basement. Let's take a look here. Yes, there it is. basement leading to the basement. Underground, dirt. Here we are, the basement. This is a little entryway that leads out of the basement from the back door. We're gonna go to the secret entrance of the basement. Another entrance to this basement. Oh, that must be a nasty, toxic waste lake. So I'm not going to touch that. Just imagine it. This is a little playground. What looks like it was supposed to be a slide or a dumping or diving board is now something that is missing. Here's the little entrance right here. It's crazy how small this area feels. It could just be, you know, it could be because of how we've grown, or I've grown, and how this character has grown, apart from its original size, or just the mental state that you're put in when you're playing these horror games. Instead, now you're able to kind of sit back and take this all in with a relaxed mind, and that's probably what it most likely is. And here we go, little entrance dive. I remember playing a horror map of this mansion that contained Bloody Mary. Oops, pardon me for that one. I was doing a hand gesture just to emphasize the story. I forget sometimes. Playing a Bloody Mary map, and I remember the first thing I went to was this secret entrance, the jump dive down here. Looking at these red walls behind these bars, they definitely set a very ominous, unsafe feeling. And then I went through here, and there was Bloody Mary around this basement, looking out, trying to kill me. Very chilling, very creepy, very disturbing experience. But here's this basement. It's a lot smaller than I imagined. There's Crime City. You can stand here and watch, look at Crime City. Well, that sums up this whole area. An old piece of memory of a time that I remember playing around the same area in my time of Roblox. Now we are going to further explore what else lies ahead. We are going forward, onwards. This abyss of trees. Passing here we are, another part of this world. We got a little campsite, small campsite. Probably someone was here before and they were just stopping by. We're just gonna pull right over here and take a look at this new area. Let's find out. We've got another backup vehicle over here in case you end up being lost and you lose your vehicle. It's always important to have a backup vehicle. Now let's take a look up here and see where we will go. This is all new. At the time when I was making this one's all new. This is not anything that was anything reminiscent. Maybe the world itself looked pretty reminiscent. Hey, here we are. looks to be a little village. Heading down. Oops. Okay, I could have lost a leg there, but thankfully we are in Roblox. A little watchtower in case of any invaders climbing down the ladder. They can get taken down, or they can be reported to the higher ups, which would be me. I am the editor of this world, and I can take any unknown threat and erase them from this very place. Here it is, a little watchtower. And, oh, it's raining. Sets a feeling of woodsiness. Wow, we're already getting close to the end of this video. That's how it feels for me. Here's the village. Cabins, you could say. Bunk beds for people. Oh, this is nothing more than a spot for a family and groups of people, large groups of people, to simply partake together. Little adventure for everyone. All of this is the same layout, but here it is, a campfire, and we are going to head to the last place of this area. It's really short, and it's not that long. Power lines. Yeah, this did give me an idea. I didn't think about it now. I could actually have added power lines to the long roads. I could have, but that's just something that I didn't think about at the time making this world. And we are inside the cave with a little waterfall, looking for aesthetic, and another campfire tent. Yes, this tent has room for 4 people. Enough room for 4 people. And here's the campfire. Very cozy in here, especially when it's raining out there. Very nice. A big cave. Imagine that, living in a cave. It's kind of depressing, but you know, when you take the depressive side out of it, and you just imagine how safe and weatherproof it almost is, aside from being cold, it's actually a really cool idea to live in. You just have to find your own plumbing methods and do your own toiletries and taking care of your own personal hygiene. You'll have to find out on that one, but sleeping there and camping there, and well, I mean, it's still kind of a fire hazard in terms of a house, but you can just imagine in an apocalyptic world how safe it could be, just to make bars, close the door, everything, prevent anything from entering, and it's just quiet. As long as you don't get any bats in there, you'll be fine. And that's this part of this woodsy area. Now we are taking a look into this other different place, and the game is freezing again. I love that very much. I appreciate that so much, world. Then again, this world is humongous. I believe this little jungle definitely takes up all the rendering because of how much trees there are in here. Oh, here we are. I don't know if I want to use this one. There's too much noise, and I would prefer not too much. It doesn't really suit this camp feel, so we're gonna try to find our way out of here. And it seems I am unable to let myself through. I see what's wrong. The floors have been elevated. The floors are slightly higher than the actual floor, so we can't even go back. That's a really poor design on my part. Guess we just had to keep going forward. This one reminds me of an old game that I played called Banjo-Tooie, just the pyramid in the forest. We got a little shade over here. Feel like taking a relaxation time. Ah, I love it. The lag. Look at that lag. Just taking up everything. And nothing in here. It's nothing but a pyramid for design, for appeal, visual appeal. But it's cool though, it's still cool. The trees are cool. I think the trees look really cool. Here we are in a jungle. I always thought it was cool to imagine having Roblox jungle. I've seen a lot of other things in Roblox, but there wasn't very much jungles that I remember. Dang, I wish it wouldn't lag though. Here we are. We've reached another small little cottage looking building. Let's take a look in here. Hey, we got ourselves a jungle Timmy. We've got some life forms in this world. For once, some actual moving life forms. Well, they're supposed to move. That's what I saw, or saw the design and the layout when I was making this world. They're supposed to move. There are actual life forms in this part of the world. Alright, let's take a look in here. A little cottage. Wow. Very cozy. Very cozy. There's 2 people that live here. 2 people that inhabit this building. Inhabit this jungle. Yeah, this is a cool concept. Looks kind of relaxing. Take yourself out of the suburban life and just to live out here for a little bit. Just a cool idea. Relaxation at its best, you know. Okay, we are in another part of the world now, taking ourselves out of this jungle. Now we are reaching a new place that I would assimilate or convey as a sense of closure and some peace after your hard journey of witnessing and experiencing a lot of things that were very discomforting. And it looks like we are getting close to the end of this video, so we won't exactly be able to explore this one. So I'll end up putting a pause on our drive here. And yeah, I mean, that's amazing how far we made it from this world. Oh, I guess. Alright, there we go. So we're gonna move to the next part. I'm gonna move to the next sequence, and you all will see me again in 3, 2,